Thank you. Oh man, this is awesome. So excited. I've been getting ready for this. Mentally. Physically. I joined a gym. They gave me a personal trainer. Yeah. If you don't know, a personal trainer is someone you pay to teach you the skills that most men know naturally. I am not very manly. I mean, look at this. I have like the vibe of a lesbian in rabbinical school. That's kind of what I'm going for. This personal trainer is intense. His name's Kev. He divides everyone up between zebras and lions. He asked me, Dan, are you a zebra or are you a lion? I don't know, Kev. Which one goes to Starbucks twice a day? A zebra or a lion? I don't know, I'm Jewish. I had a really good childhood. I think I'm definitely a zebra, like 100% zebra for sure. But like I'm little, so like a, small zebra. And I don't have stripes because I'm not exotic. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm a tiny pony is who I am, really. But if someone said, Dan, what animal are you? Honestly, me, a beagle. That's who I am. I'm likable, but I'll sit for cheese. I'm a beagle. I'm happy for no reason. I'm a beagle. You open the door, I run the fuck out. But Kev is intense. Oh my God. I realized having a personal trainer, it's the exact same dynamic as a high school girlfriend. It's the exact same shit. He drives a Jeep Grand Cherokee that only blasts Nelly. When I see him, I pretend I'm happy. And I always lie to this man, constantly. I have never told him the truth, ever. Every morning he's like, what'd you eat last night? Me? Kale. Kale only? Really? No, I had pizza. I'm a beagle zebra. But he's so intense, I was talking to him. I was like, hey, Kev, should I get a Fitbit, count my steps? He's like, yeah, you should get a Fitbit. And then smash it with a 35-pound kettlebell, because fuck Fitbits. Whoa, don't have a shit fit over my Fitbit, okay? And what makes you think I could pick up a 35-pound kettlebell? Because you're a lion. Roar. He roars at me. Imagine me doing this, and another human going, roar, and me going, okay, this is normal, this is a life. But I told him my dream would be he trains me, and one day I run a mud run. They're called Spartan races. I was like, that would be amazing. He's like, bro, you could do that shit right now. No, I can't. I have to pee. But he sends me texts at 4 a.m. to get me pumped, because that's the time he wakes up and starts like doing push-ups. And these are like the actual texts I get from this dude, Kev. Be a fucking wolf. Be a lion. Set goals. Smash them. Eat people's faces off. Be a better person. Okay, that seems difficult. I just ate someone's face off in the previous text. Show people who the fuck you are. Never apologize for being awesome. Stay the course. Lion, 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 lion. Hashtag lion. I get a series of these texts at 4 a.m. How do you respond? This guy's big and strong. I can't write back. K, that's not gonna work right now. At gym, who dis? I don't think that works. So every morning I write the same thing back to this man. Roar. Smiley face. So, I'm trying to be a lion. It was not going well. I got mugged a few weeks ago. Yeah. I got mugged in Beverly Hills, California at 11 a.m. in broad daylight. Who gets mugged in Beverly Hills, California? Zebra. I was just walking to a Lululemon to return a pair of teal shorts because they were not flattering, like I do, and a crazy meth head starts walking towards me. You know when someone crazy is walking towards you, you're like, I'm not gonna cross the street, I'll be tough. Always cross the streets. Because I got mugged by a meth head outside Lululemon. And he came over me and started going, sorry, and then boom, punched me in the face. And my glasses went flying off, which is crazy. Look at this. This is not for the public. This is like Oscar out of the garbage can. Or seeing a teacher at the mall. It's weird. And I learned a lot about myself when I get punched in the face. I learned that my entire body turns to strawberry jam. And I make a guttural yelp that sounds like this. Help me! Just like that. Help me! And then I fell to the ground, he took my phone and bolted. And normally in like a fight or flight situation, I've always flighted my entire life. I'm a pilot. But in that moment, I'm on the ground, I'm thinking about Kev. Be a lion. Eat his face off. So I got up and started chasing this meth head down the street, but I was still screaming, help me! And he was still saying, sorry. Help me! Sorry. And surprise, surprise, no one came to my rescue. Because no one thought I needed help. They thought we were two meth heads in a domestic dispute. But the whole time I'm running after this guy, I'm thinking about all the cool shit I will say to him, the sweet revenge I will have on his soul. Like running, I'm like, will I say, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, Stan Levy time, and punch him in the face? That would be awesome. Do I do the Danielson kick from Karate Kid, like, boom, you're the best around? Will that happen? Who knows? So I run up to him and finally he stops and I stop, but I get so scared again. So the only thing that comes out of my body is, I'm a good person. Which is not as cool as yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, it's Dan Levy time. And he still has my phone. I'm a married guy. I'm not the perfect husband, because on paper, I'm a wife. But my wife will never leave me or cheat on me or anything, because she was adopted. She appreciates love. And when she first told me she was adopted, I remember thinking, oh my God, who would just give away like a beautiful little girl, you know? But now that we've been married for 7 years, I kind of see what they were talking about, you know? But how'd they know so young? Impressive. Very impressive. Honestly, if she makes me eat one more vegan wrap, I'm gonna wash her down, find the receipt, and throw her back in the orphanage. We talked about it. It was in my wedding toast. She's cool. I mean, it does take her 3 months to finish an iced coffee, but besides that, she's cool. My wife holds onto her iced coffee like it's her great-grandmother's ashes. Not ready yet. Not ready. It drives me crazy. I'm like, honestly, it's brown water. Finish it. She's cool, though, because she's in charge of everything. She pays the bills. She fixes stuff I break. She has a job. Yeah. She literally has her own tool belt and her own hammer. And I have 101 pairs of sneakers, unboxed. Because at her core, she is a husband from the 50s. And at my core, I'm a 15-year-old Korean girl. But she's a husband from the 50s. Like, I know one day I'm gonna come home and she's gonna be sipping whiskey. And then she's gonna beat the fuck out of me. Because she's pissed about the neighbor's fence. And I'll take it because I deserve it. And I'll tell all the gals at bingo that I fell down the stairs. She's totally from the 50s. She spends no money. No money. Every time we eat something, she wraps it up in a tiny tinfoil ball. No matter what it is. I don't know what the singular is of rice, but she will wrap up a rye and throw it in the fridge. There are so many tinfoil balls in my fridge, it looks like I'm married to a raccoon. It's very confusing. One day I opened up a tinfoil ball and iced coffee fell out. Like a little raccoon, she digs through the trash, brings it into our house. Look at his furniture. It's vintage. That's not vintage. That is garbage. Get it out. Look, if you bring shit to Goodwill, it comes to my house. That's kind of my point. Our living room looks like hospice for furniture. It's very upsetting. It's like an Ottoman support group. It's very confusing. The other day, she was like, look at this chair. It's amazing. I was like, honey, that chair has no legs. That chair needs a chair. She won't spend any money. And she says to me, money doesn't buy happiness. That's what she says. But if you don't think money buys happiness, you've never shopped on Amazon.com. That's what I think. Because I love my wife and my family so much, but nothing brings me more joy than coming home and finding a little brown box on my doorstep. I hold that shit up like Mufasa holds up Simba in The Lion King. No matter what it is, it makes me so happy. No matter what, I'll break it open. I'm like, printer ink, worth it. Thank you for making me happy. But it's good, to have her in the house because we run into situations. The other day, I opened the door. I found a coyote sleeping on my step. Yeah, they live around California. He was sleeping on my step. So I did what most men do in the situation, okay? I screamed. I cried a little, I peed a lot, and I called 911. And the 911 lady told me to pour water on the sleeping coyote and would wake up and gallop away. First of all, I don't think coyotes gallop. And second of all, no way, they eat beagles. Fuck that. You've seen coyotes. They're like homeless huskies that will blow you for water. So my wife was like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, what's going on? Is you're gonna pour water on the sleeping coyote. It's gonna wake up, it's gonna gallop away. And she did, she manned up because she had to, because no one else would, And she took that water and went boom, just like that, boom. But that coyote did not wake up. Seattle. Because that coyote was not sleeping. That coyote was dead as shit. And why that coyote died in my house started fucking with my head. I'm like, why me? I can't deal with a Native American curse right now. I do not have the time. My wife's like, what are we gonna do? I was like, unless you could do a rain dance, pack your tinfoil balls and get out of the house. She said, you have to handle it, so I did. I called 911 again. because that's what I do in crisis situations. I was like, hey. They're like, what up, Dan? I was like, listen. I got a dead coyote. So they send sanitation, which I found out is a big dude with a mohawk who's pissed to see me being like, I got a coyote. This guy picked up the coyote, stuffed in a bag, and then stared at me. And there was this really awkward moment where I was like, what do you tip a guy who takes away a dead coyote? What's 20% of the worst job ever? Then he stuffed the coyote in the bag, throws it over his shoulder, looks me dead in the eye and just said, shit happens every day, brah. And then he galloped away. It's good my wife is so aggressive in those situations, because I'm not aggressive. I'm not even passive aggressive. I'm like aggressively passive. Like overcooked pasta puts up more of a fight than me. And I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. My wife is not a bitch, but she could be bitchy, which caused a problem because I am a bitch. I'm scared of things, And the other day we were getting out of a cab and some guy opened the cab door before we got out. I'm like, I don't care, But she looks at him and she's like, thanks for opening the door, asshole. And then she walks across the street. Now I'm facing the guy. I'm like, You want to hit her? Just be careful. She's really good with the hammer. She's hung up every photo in our house. We fight sometimes because she claims that I don't listen. And in her defense, I don't. I don't listen to anything she says. I used to, but it never led to any great surprises, It's never blah, 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 stock tips. Blah, 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 Jimmy Hoffa's buried here. It was none of that, So it's blah, 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 go to Target and get paper towels. It was like watching a movie that ended with me having to do shit. I'm not into that. But I had to change it up because I've been saying the wrong things. We were having a convo about our life, which is hectic because we have kids and jobs and stuff. And what I meant to say, wouldn't life be easy if we didn't have kids? Which I know, don't say. But what came out was much worse. What I said was, wouldn't life be awesome if we were single? If you are a man and you find yourself in that hole you dug yourself, just keep digging till you find a new family. That's the best situation. But I said, you know what? I gotta listen more. I gotta be a good hubby, And I overheard her say, we are out of milk. She was talking directly at me, but I overheard this. So I got excited. We're out of milk, you say? Well, guess who's the milkman? Dan. I'm heading to the store to get 2% of milk. 2% of what? No one knows. So I ran to the store, came back, and I was so excited. I was like, I remembered the milk. Blowjob? Let's celebrate this moment, It's a big deal. I should be rewarded. But I was so excited. When I went like this, the milk left my hand and went flying through the air. It hit the ceiling, it hit the ground, and broke open, and a gallon of milk went fucking everywhere. Has anyone here ever been around a gallon of milk? It is a shitload of milk. It's like that feeling when the toilet is overflowing, and you're like, what the fuck do I do right now? It's like that, but with cow juice. Nightmare. And I don't know what it is about milk. When milk hits the ground, it only goes under the dishwasher. It's crazy. It's like, and when you mop milk, more milk actually appears. I don't know why. My wife is freaking out. She is crying, because she's always crying, because in my opinion, her birth parents were onions. So she starts yelling at me, and I'm like laughing, because I'm like surfing on milk, you know. It's in the air, turning into cottage cheese, hitting my face. I'm having the time of my life. And she's like, you are such an asshole. Even when you try to listen, you fuck it up. Look at us. Look at all this milk. This is such a nightmare. I was like, hey. Do not cry over spilt milk. That's crazy right now. We fight the most, though, when I'm driving, because I rely on the Waze app, which is supposed to be a shortcut to your destination, but in my experience, it's been a shortcut to divorce. Not great app. Waze is basically Google Maps if Google Maps didn't abide by traffic laws and was designed by Jason Statham. That's kind of the vibe it gives off. Because every time I use it, it always feels good when it starts. You know, like take a left on Riverside. All right. Merge on the highway. Sure. 180 on the same highway. What? Drive to the median. Okay. Exit immediately. What? Plow through the farmer's market. Pull off on the side of the road. Dig a hole. Drive through the tunnel you just created. Find a life raft. Assassinate JFK. You've reached your destination. I think I'm in prison. They actually used the Waze app to find Osama bin Laden. The government will not tell us that. They were just trying to get to the airport in New Jersey. There's a lot of traffic, so Waze routed them through Pakistan. And then they got there, and Waze was like, ooh, hazard reported ahead. Turn left at villa with no windows. You've reached Osama bin Laden. I pee sitting down. Anyone else? This man is too excited. I get it though, I pee sitting down. I'm 35, it's easier on my knees. But I didn't tell my wife that I pee sitting down, and she walked in on me, so I freaked out. So I jumped up and said, help me! Just like that. But I kept peeing as I stood up, so I splattered her toes a little bit. So I had to think quick, so I was pretending I was sleepwalking. So I was like, I don't know, shampoo, 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 shampoo. And then I put a pillow in the microwave and passed out. And thought, she won't bring that up ever. Next morning, she's like, hey. Can I ask you a question? I was like, what up, baby? She said, did I walk in on you masturbating last night? At like 2 a.m.? And I was like, oh no, I pee sitting down now. It's like my new thing. And she was like, ew. Next time, say you were masturbating. So we're trying to keep it sexy in our house, but it's hard because I pee sitting down. And coyotes come to my house to die. But also because we have 2 kids. My wife was pregnant for like a decade, you know? When women are pregnant, they become public property. So we'd go anywhere and people would be like, oh my God. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Boys hang low, girls take the beauty. What is it? What is it? And every time I'd be on the side, like, hi. Hey. I was involved too. Touch my dick. Please, God, please. You don't have a lot of sex post-pregnancy. My wife told me, she looked it up. She did research. She said the first time we have sex post-pregnancy is gonna feel like she's losing her virginity again. I said, wow. That sounds awesome. Let's do it in the Ford Contour and blast Eve 6. Let's live it up. You can pull down my Jinko jeans. Who gives a fuck? But I was like, you know what we could do? We could dirty text each other. We could sext each other to spice it up. So I did, but it's not the same thing. I tried, I was like, baby, when I come home tonight, I'm ripping those maternity stretchy jeans off your body. I'm tearing that sleep training book from your hands, and I'm putting another baby inside you. And she wrote back, will you pick up avocados at Trader Joe's? I said, yeah, those avocados are going on your tits. Cockamole, cockamole, cockamole. Yeah, cockamole, cockamole. And she wrote back, and chips. So I said, oh, do you mean that dick? You want that dick? You want that dick? How about this dick? And she wrote back, stop it. My single friends, they send naked pictures back and forth. It's crazy, but then they show their guy friends the pictures. Yes. So if you're in your late 20s, stop. Because eventually you will get married. And I've been to those weddings. And it's super awkward. Because, she's walking down the aisle thinking, here comes the bride, all dressed in white. And our mind, we're like, I saw her asshole in 2008. That was a weird tattoo. One of my friends was like, dude, you should watch porn with your wife. No. Have you guys seen porn, present day porn? It's like filmed domestic violence. It's horrifying. It's UFC fighting with erections and more hand stuff. And I went on to one of these websites to, figure out this joke. And I went on YouPorn, which is basically YouTube, but with positive comments. And I stumbled upon a gangbang. When I say stumbled, I mean I searched gangbang. Like so many videos showed up. It was very confusing for me though, because it was 4 dudes and 1 girl. One girl, clearly not the best childhood. 4 dudes having a pretty good Tuesday. I think it was a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday for me. But it was weird because it was like 3 of the guys were having sex with the girl, at the same time, like this. This is how I have sex. Do you guys have sex like this? So it's 3 guys, 1 girl. But then there's like 1 naked guy in the corner, just by himself, just violently masturbating. Just sitting there like, like the kid who gets picked last for kickball, Put me in, coach. I may be small, but I got heart. And I'm watching this video, I'm like, what is that guy doing? That guy is doing the same shit that I'm doing. But I don't have to be on camera, Like, who wants to be the awkward guy at the gangbang? Just like, now? Was it now? Not now. Okay, cool. Now? Not now? Okay, cool. Is it now? Do we touch dicks? Is it like wrestling? Let me know. Now? Okay. You know what? I'll be in the basement killing myself. I'll see you later. I don't know. I can't even masturbate to porn, honestly. For me, what gets me going? Zillow and Redfin. That's what I'm gonna jerk off to. Real estate apps turn me on. Oh my God, I'm just like 6-bedroom house. 3 acres. A horse farm, what is that? I don't know, but I want that. Oh my God, on Zillow, you get to like 27 photos, you're like, yes. The worst though, when there's like one photo, it's like a street view, you're like, fuck you, Zillow. I'm trying to come over here. I also love HGTV. Oh my God. Yes. HGTV is like black tar heroin for married people. Every day I'm like, I need a fix and it better be fixer-upper. Flip or Flop, another great show. About flipping a house and watching a marriage fall apart. You guys gotta check that out. Great show. But the best show, the OG show, is House Hunters. Well, I wouldn't clap for it because you can't watch that show if you live in any metropolitan city in America. Because every episode is like a couple shopping for some house in Canada. That's not relatable. Every episode's like, we're looking for a 6-bedroom house, 7.5 bathrooms, a tennis court, a pool in the tennis court, and our budget, $2,000. In LA, where I live, for $2,000, all I could buy is salmon at Whole Foods. Maybe. But every episode is the same couple. It's like this girl who has a face like it's about to get vacuumed up, you know? Then her husband is a human pineapple. Oval torso, spiky hair. No personality. And every episode she walks around the house the same way. She's like, I love it. I love it. We love it. It's so good because it's like we can afford it because it's 75 cents and my daddy gave us the down payment. And I love it because we like can entertain outdoors and this space is good for us because we're like entertaining people. People love us. Right, honey? And he's like, blah, blah. Because he's a pineapple. But then the episode always ends the same. She's like, we have bad news. We just had a meeting at a vague restaurant, and we love it. Like, we love it. Like, we can have a family here, and like, who doesn't want more of these kind of people? But like, we want to buy it. We do, but it's just like, there's this one wall in the basement. And there's one wall. It's blue. And I'm at home watching the show with 2 guns in my mouth. I'm like, paint the fucking wall. I would suck a dick for a blue wall in LA, I swear to God. If my real estate agent was like, hey Dan, they've accepted your offer, but you need to blow the owner. I'd be like, you know what? Should probably take advantage of these super low interest rates. I I keep watching though, HGTV. I watch the Property Brothers. Love the Prop Bros. Love them. Love them. But here's the thing. You guys know that's not real, right? It's fake world. They're basically leprechauns. Think about it. One of the brothers is a handsome contractor. Has anyone here ever had a handsome contractor? I've never had a contractor that I understand, let alone handsome. Every contractor I have walks around the tape measure just yelling gibberish at me. It's like, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. I like it very much, but I do not know. I mean, I like you, so I give you deal. I give you very good deal. I give you deal. We use this. This is very good. We use this. And we do this. I mean, you're good. I like you're Jewish. That's very good for me. That is good. So very simple. I come in, the guys, it costs you I give you deal. $1 million probably is a good price. I just want a window. But the Pride Brothers, they come into your house, they'll put green apples in a silver bowl. Never had a contractor put green apples in a silver bowl. I've had a contractor leave Taco Bell wrappers in my driveway. They design your kitchen on their computer. If I gave my contractor my computer, he would throw it in the back of his truck with 5 rakes and drive away forever. But the Prop Bros, they come in, they want open space. We're gonna push out this wall, give you a master bedroom. We're gonna push out this wall, give you a master bathroom. You're pregnant, we're gonna push out that baby. Give you a master baby. Because that's what we do. We're the Property Brothers. Push it real good. My wife and I love these shows so much. I was like, we gotta do a reno. Let's do our own reno. You have a tool belt? I have work boots. Sure, they're Uggs, but And we did it. We did a renovation. And I would tell you people, if you're happily married and you want to stay happily married, do not do a reno. I think it would have been easier for me to walk into my wife having sex with my brother in her old bathroom than having to pick out shower heads for our new bathroom. Renovating our bathroom is so controversial. You would have thought we were building a transgender bathroom in a high school in South Carolina. Personally, I just love reveal shows. That's like my shit. Biggest Loser, home renovation shows, I love it. I love reveals. Like my dream show would be a show about a guy who loses 1,000 pounds and gets a new kitchen. It would be called like Major Changes Done Recklessly. I would host it. Congratulations, Ralph. You lost the weight. We took your excess skin, made you lampshades, and a new couch set. Now take a look at your brand new stainless steel fridge. And he opens it, he's like, oh, but there's no food. Exactly. Stay skinny, motherfucker. Or you lose the house. I'm a parent. Any parents here? Round of applause for parents. We're very tired. Parents are very tired. So tired. I drink coffee like I'm a homicide detective. And I live my life like a homicide detective. I pass out in the clothes I wore all day. I wake up with someone else's bodily fluids all over my chest. And I take showers like I need forgiveness. I'm like, please God, help me through another day. And every morning I walk through a crime scene, every morning. My house looks like the Double Dare set got burglarized. by very specific burglars, you know, like 3-foot tall burglars. Because shelves up, everything's fine. Shelves down, Katrina. Wet carpets, goldfish in a pillow, Play-Doh smeared against the walls, and Frozen left on for 48 hours. I watch Frozen every morning at 6 a.m. At 4 a.m., Kev texts me to be a lion. At 6 a.m., I am watching Frozen. That is my life. Who wants to join me? I watch Frozen so much, I'm having Frozen nightmares. I woke up the other night in a cold sweat, like, Elsa. I was worried about her. She froze a town, she's got secrets. Let it go, bitch, come on, we gotta live a little bit. There's a new movie out called The Good Dinosaur, which in my opinion is more intense than Schindler's List. Because there is a scene in this movie where the daddy dinosaur drowns in front of the baby dinosaur for what feels like, what would you say, 8 hours? Honestly, 8 hours. And he's drowning, he gets up, drowning, he gets up, drowning, he gets up. I'm like, fucking drown already. I'm rooting for the asteroid. I watched this movie with my son. He's 3. At the end of the scene, he looked at me and said, "What just happened?" I don't fucking know, bro. I'm a mess right now. Let's watch Frozen. I gotta giggle at Olaf. I got to. I'm so tired. My single friends, they try to relate. It's adorable. My buddy's like, dude, I get it. I'm tired. I was up till like 3 a.m. last night. I'm like, oh, that's adorable. I've been up for 3 years. Go fuck yourself. My son's name is Abe, so if you didn't realize, he was Jewish. From the last name Levy, Abe really locks that shit down. He's a very Jewish baby. When he was first born at the hospital, he started working at that same hospital. He's amazing. He doesn't take insurance though, so, you know. Having a Jewish baby, I had to have a bris, which is a ceremony where a rabbi circumcises the penis and everyone celebrates, which was difficult for me because the rabbi who did the circumcision was hilarious. And I'm hilarious, but I can't be hilarious and perfectly cut a small penis in front of a large group of people, you know? Clubs don't book that. This guy came out and he was killing. He was like, don't stand too close or you'll get snipped too, huh? Who wants bagels? He was crushing. My Aunt Phyllis choked on whitefish. It was crazy. And even before he made the circumcision, this very emotional moment, my wife is crying because for her, this is her first blood relative. Her family tradition is that when a baby is born, you run from it. And right before he made the snip, he looks over at me and he goes, ooh, big runs in the family, l'chaim. I was nervous about having kids. Remember, I asked the pediatrician before Abe was born, I said, hey, when will I know if my kid's gonna be weird? When will I know? And he looked me up and down and said, oh, he's gonna be weird. Hey. But he's so weird. When he first started talking, he had a southern accent. We live in California. I was walking out of the house one day, he looks at me and goes, "Bah, Daddy." Who is this pioneer? And he's always naked, so it's like having a toddler Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right, Daddy. And his new thing is he says, oh my, all the time. Oh my. Oh my, Daddy. He says, oh my, like he's a Southern elderly lady whose daughter brought home a black man for the first time. Oh my. Oh my, Daddy. He has an alter ego, which is weird because he's 3. But the other day, he got out of his room and said, I'm Charlie Britannia. I'm 2. I live in the zoo. And my daddy is a penguin. It's like, hey, Charlie, hate to break the news to you, but you have a much shittier life than Abe. You're a year younger, you live in the zoo, and your daddy is not a powerful lesbian. Also, who wants to live in a zoo? I hate zoos. There was just that story about the 3-year-old kid who fell into the gorilla enclosure. People were freaking out, like, oh my God, I can't believe they killed the gorilla because of that. I can't believe they killed the gorilla. Really? What were they supposed to do in that situation? Have the kid talk his way out of it? Because he's read Curious George? It's not the kid's fault or the parents' fault. It's the zoo's fault. The Cincinnati Zoo's fault. I baby-proofed my kitchen, so if Abe wants cereal, he needs a bolt cutter. What's happening in the Cincinnati Zoo where you could shimmy your way into the gorilla enclosure? Do they keep polar bears in a pillow fort? What the fuck? I just don't know why they couldn't use strong tranquilizers. Because I've been to Cincinnati, and you could get strong tranquilizers at any comedy club. He discovered his penis, which is normal, you know. He discovered mine, tried to grab it. I was like, nope. My wife said, hey, don't give him a complex. I said, well, isn't it a much worse complex teaching him it's okay to grab dicks just anytime he sees one? Just walking around town, my dick, my dick, my dick, my dick. Oh my. And he pulls at it so hard. He pulls at it so hard. Like he doesn't want it on his body, honestly. I know my wife's gonna call me and be like, hey, we're at the hospital. I'm like, oh, Abe pulled off his dick. She's like, yeah, bring Goodnight Moon. It's gonna be a long ass night. He was pulling on the other day and staring at me so weird. Just so weird. Because even though he's 3, you never want to be in a situation where someone else is pulling on their penis and staring at you. I was like, Abe, stop. And he said, no. My penis is a fun game. Touch it and you will giggle. He said, no. He said, touch it, it's so soft, it's so soft. Is this like a sting operation for Kindergarten Cop? I'm not touching your penis. But he got so mad because he's 3. So then he says, if you don't touch my penis, you're going to jail. You don't know how the system works. I'm not going to jail, but you're going on Craigslist and we're finding you a sublet. A 2-bedroom for you and Charlie Britannia. Kids are so insane, I have a new respect for kidnappers. I can't get my kid from the park to the car without 20 people being like, hey, everything okay? He's your kid, right? Everything's cool? Okay, cool. Every time I get an Amber Alert, I'm like, ooh, impressive. How'd they get him in the car seat? That's what I want to know. I think we should take advantage of kidnappers in jail. I would read a book. If they wrote books, I would read a book called How to Keep Kids Quiet in Public Places. That would be good for me. I would love that. I have a daughter. I have less jokes about her because I haven't fully engaged in her life. But I hear she's chill. I had to watch her in the bath, and she looked at me and goes, oh no, she is shitting in the bath. You never want to be in that situation. So I picked her up, but she was still shitting. So I was basically holding like a soft serve ice cream machine. With the worst flavor ever. And I'm like moving her around and swinging her, and shit's like hitting the wall, hitting my face, hits me in the leg. And at that moment I saw myself in the mirror. I was like, what the fuck happened to my life? I was supposed to be a professional rollerblader. I used to get mad when roommates would leave wet towels in the bathroom. Now there's people in my house who literally shit all over me. And I pay all their bills. My wife does, but I lick the envelope, you know. So I try to escape this, you know, this hectic life, and try to relax with a massage. And that went awry. I got accused of masturbating at Massage Envy. You guys know me, I wouldn't masturbate at Massage Envy. I masturbate to acres of land like a true 35-year-old. It was scary because I was getting my massage like I do, and then I flip over, I was like, awesome, the chest part. And then I got an itch because I'm an itchy guy. All I do is go like this, just that, just that. Next thing I know, the door slams open, the masseuse starts screaming, hands up, stand up, hands up, stand up, hands up, stand up, hands up, stand up. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I jump up scared, like, what's happening? I'm very scared right now, someone save me. Then she's like, sorry, I thought you were being inappropriate. You could lay back down. It's like, did this bitch think I was masturbating at Massage Envy at 11 a.m. on a Thursday? So I had to say something. So I was like, excuse me, ma'am. Just so you know, I was definitely not masturbating. Then I realized it's only something someone says who was 100% masturbating. But I've never been masturbated at, but if I was, I would not scream, hands up, stand up. I would just like swat left and run east. That's what I would do. And also, what man could masturbate with just like one helicopter? Who was in there before me? Chris Angel? What kind of magician could pull this off? But I was very upset, so I stormed to the front. I said, I need to talk to someone important who works at Massage Envy. They said, no one important works at Massage Envy. I was like, well, I was accused of masturbating. I was not. I want to talk to someone. They said, no, we heard, please leave. They're like, if you want, you can contact headquarters. So I did, because I have time. I wrote Massage Envy an email that I brought with me tonight. Would you guys like to hear this email? The subject, hands up, stand up. To whom it may concern, my name is Dan Levy, and today I had a really awkward experience at Massage Envy. I went to get a massage like I've been doing for years to escape my daily stressful life. I'm a comedian. I work at least 5 to 60 minutes a night. During said massage, I got an itch on my upper thigh, which is pretty normal for me. I'm an itchy guy. I've been taking Zyrtec, but still get itchy. However, when I scratched my itch, your therapist stopped massaging me, opened the door, screamed, hands up, stand up, and accused me of masturbating at Massage Envy in the strip mall in between Starbucks and that weird cigar shop on a Thursday. Now, instead of blowing this out of proportion, being embarrassed about the situation, terminating my membership, and never coming back to your establishment again, I would appreciate you talking to your staff about this policy so something like this never happens again. Thanks for your time, Dan Levy. P.S. Feel free to follow me on Snapchat, Dan Levy Snappy. So I sent that off, waiting, and finally, I get an email back from Vanessa at Massage Envy. And she wrote back, Dan, thank you for contacting us and not being afraid to share your story. We at Massage Envy are very sorry that this occurred during your massage. And I hope you can continue to be a client, as I know this is a very uncomfortable situation to be in. Attached, you will find a dozen free massages that can be used at any of our locations. I hope this helps. Vanessa, P.S. What is Snapchat? Massage justice! So my plan, Seattle, is to go to 12 different Massage Envies across this great land and jerk off at every single one of them. So look, that's not a story that I could tell my son, you know. The last thing he needs to hear is I pulled my penis and got free stuff. But I was like, I gotta do something, you know, to prove to Abe that I'm a lion, that he's in my den. What could I do? My wife said, you should do that Spartan race, that mud run with Kev. I said, yes. I will do that because at the end of the Spartan race, they take a picture of you jumping over a fire pit and says, I'm a Spartan. And I could get that photo, hang it up on a wall. My wife will hang it. I can look at Abe and say, Abe, Daddy is a Spartan. And he'll say, oh my. So I did it, guys. I did a 9-mile mud run. I did it. And it was intense. Right when it started, I did it with Kev. He looked at me, he goes, this is what we lunge for. And then he burped his protein shake on my cheek. This is not what we lunge for. I'm disgusted right now. But people took it so seriously. When we got to the top of the mountain, people are screaming, we are Spartans. We are Spartans. I was like, okay, I can see your Prius from the top of this hillside, okay? Let's pump the brakes, and someone give me a coconut water. I'm dying. And it was bad because basically on mile 7, my calf muscle popped. And I didn't even know you could pop a calf muscle because I didn't grow up playing sports. I grew up doing musical theater. I never popped a calf muscle when I was Rooster in Annie. But it was scary because you hear your calf muscle actually pop. I heard my calf muscle actually go, fuck you, Dan. It actually says that and brought me down to the ground. So I had to drag my ass 2 miles to the finish line. People running by me like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm a lion. I can do this. So I see the fire pit. I'm like, let's do it. I stand up to do it. I can't physically walk. So I fall knees first into the fire pit. I know my Lulus are like sparking up. I'm like, what the fuck? And that moment, Kev, the 4 a.m. lion, just launches over me. I remember seeing his crotch coming towards my face. And as soon as his crotch region hits my cheek, that's when I take a picture. So in my house, there's a framed photo of me with my face against another man's balls that says, I am a Spartan. Thank you so much. Thank you, Seattle.